I read The Soil is Calling by C.P. Bearden, and what an incredible story. Let's go ahead and talk about it. So, in this story, we follow Becca, who's heading back to her tiny hometown for the first time in 5 years. She's there to take care of her mom, who's recovering from a nasty snake bite. But the second she crosses that county line, you can feel the tension. The air is heavy, the vibes are off, and her relationship with her mother, rough. There are so many times we sit in their discomfort, and it made me feel uneasy. You realize early on why Becca had to leave. Also, Becca is dealing with the grief of her missing daughter, and being back home only amplifies that. And of course, the town hasn't changed much, at least on the surface. The sheriff is honestly unbearable. He talks to Becca like she has no idea what she's doing, which, okay, thanks for nothing. But then you've got Clay, who she actually grew up with, and he's way more grounded compared to the other sheriff. Now, Clay has a daughter named Abigail. She has this quiet, moody energy, and somehow she and Becca just get each other right away. Their dynamic adds a really nice softness to everything else going on. And then there's Mason, her cousin next door, who clearly knows a lot more about what's happening in this swampy little nightmare than he's letting on. He's also one of the few people who straight up tries to protect her by telling her to leave before the place swallows her whole. Overall, the book is soaked in grief, guilt, regret, and small town weirdness that makes you feel lonely even when you're surrounded by people. Becca's still carrying the weight of her daughter's disappearance, and the way that the story handles that, how grief clings to you like humidity, was heavy in the best, most honest way. The atmosphere, creepy as hell. So many scenes had me feeling like I was actually in the swamp, hearing things I definitely didn't want to hear in the dark, practically feeling the dense humidity, which no thanks, I do not like the heat nor the humidity. Bearden's writing is super immersive, and I'm in shock that this is his debut because it is so well done. If you are into small towns with big secrets, shady cops, complicated mother-daughter dynamics, rekindled friendships, and that whole you can't escape your past vibe, plus some eerie, almost religious cult weirdness, then this is it. It's emotional, it's atmospheric, and it has that slow Southern Gothic unraveling that just grabs you. I had a really good time with this one. I recommend that you add this to your TBR. If you've read it, I would love to know your thoughts, and as always, happy reading.